Good afternoon. We got about 5 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and share this in a couple of groups, and then we're going to get started. Yay! I'm excited. I know you are too. I know you just couldn't wait for this. Okay, so one day I'm gonna get me one of those little things that says what's going on and allows me to, do the little do countdown thing while I do this. But until then, y'all bear with me. Make sure when you come in, you say hi, how you heard about us, where you watching from. Post any questions that you have. Y'all know I'll answer questions live as soon as I go over today's topic. I'm actually kind of excited about this one because this one's kind of cool. And again, I got visual aids. So that's always helpful. And then if you want a copy of the visual aid, you can, reach out to us. I'm gonna put this in a few groups. We got about 3 minutes. We got about 3 minutes, and I'm starting on time because I'm tired. And it's been a long day, and I like to start on time. Hey, JJ, how you doing, baby? I love it when y'all talk. Kind of makes me feel like I'm not here alone, because that feels weird when you're all alone, like, talking to yourself, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Oh, now's a good time for me to get all my thank yous out. So for everybody who gave me tips and tricks and stuff on how to get well, I'd listen to all y'all, and I did it all. And I'm almost better. I'm almost all the way better. Y'all give me another week or so, and I'm gonna be good. So yeah, I'm excited. I got about 2 more groups to send this to in about 2 minutes. And we're going to get started on time. I'm excited. If this is your first time joining, make sure you post how you heard about us. That's always a cool thing to know. I like to know where people got this information from and all of that good stuff. It's the makeup. Thank you, boo. I be trying to sound good. Look. Don't hype me up. Be my hype man. I like it. I like it when you're my hype man. So we're gonna get started in 1 minute. There we go. I put it here. Yeah, I think the worst part to do is have to click on each of these groups to share something. Like, I really, really dislike that part. But that's the way it works. Hey, good afternoon, LaDonna. How are you, love? Sorry, y'all. Okay. So good afternoon. Good afternoon. It is officially 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, and so it is time for Talk to Me Tuesday. I'm hoping my sister does Taco Tuesday. So Kimmy, if you're watching, I want some tacos. And you know exactly how I want the taco. But anyway, that's all off topic. So getting back focused. Welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday. I am Millie with Credit One USA. And every Tuesday we bring you information that you can use. This Tuesday, we're talking about how to pay down debt. I got a couple of little slides I'm going to jump into in a second. But the thing is, how you pay your bills off actually has an impact on your credit score. And with this being a time that people get money back from taxes and the other sources, I don't know if you're in school, you get some money back from there, or what windfalls, or however you pay your bills, you want to do so in a way that is helping you to reach your goals. So if you can, take a moment, like and share it so somebody else can get the information too. Now, with that, I'm going to jump into it. There's two really big methods that people use to pay down their debt. One is called the Avalanche Method, and the other is called the Snowball Method. I feel like I got some broccoli, some Brussels sprouts in my teeth, but whatever. It was good. Anywho, so both methods are used to pay down your debt. And if done right, they can also help boost your credit score along the way. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into, first we're going to talk about the credit Avalanche method, and then we're going to talk about the Snowball method. If you've ever saw Dave Ramsey or something like that, he preaches the Snowball method. So yeah, it's kind of popular. So with that, give me just a second, and I'm going to share my screen. Move this over. I'm sorry, y'all. Bear with me a second, because I can't be sharing too much stuff. Share screen. Window. That's the window. Yeah, because y'all was finna get everything. So, if you can see, I'm going to make this really kind of big so you can see it. This is the credit. Actually, that's not big enough for y'all. I'm trying to look to see if it's big enough. Ha! There we go. Now it's big enough. So this is the credit-based Avalanche Snowball Method. So, not Snowball Method. It's the credit-based debt avalanche plan. It's very similar to the Snowball Method, except for the big difference with the Avalanche Method is it starts out with you paying your debt with the ones that have the highest interest rate. I'm sure if you've had credit cards, you've seen all of this stuff, and people talk about pay off the one with the highest interest rate first. The benefit of that is sometimes it will save you money. So the very first step is, number one, gather all your debts, balances, minimum payments, and interest rates. And then I want you to group them by type. So I want you to put your credit cards together, your store cards, your loans, and all of that, because we're going to use it in the master list. Now, step two is designate an amount of money of your monthly income that you can use to pay off debts. So here's the thing. This is where this is always coupled with your savings and spending plan. So you have to know how much money you have and how much money you have for bills for you to be able to do any of these plans. Because you got to know what you're working with to know what you're working with. Okay? So once we do that, then we're going to list them all out. This is my fun part. Okay? So you list your accounts starting with your lines of credit. So if you have overdraft protection, I think Redstone calls it OOPS. I think Navy Federal calls it OOPS too. But they have a lot of different names that they call it. But if you have one of those, or a line of credit even from your bank, that's the very first line. So if you got 3 lines of credit, then you list them by interest rate. If you only have one, it's number 1. Okay, and then you do your major credit cards. Now, these are the cards that you can use anywhere. So in this example, what you'll see is, even though Walmart has a higher interest rate than Capital One, Walmart is listed after, because Capital One has a slightly higher impact to your score, simply because it's a major credit card as opposed to a charge card. Now, if your Walmart is backed by Capital One and you can use it anywhere, you can rank it up higher. But if it's not, then it's considered a charge account or store card. You can do that. Now, just in the sense of hierarchy for us who may struggle with the amount of resources that we have available at any given time, I rank Walmart above Target and JCPenney and Belk, because if I get into a bind, instead of calling Nate, if my Walmart card is down, I can go to Walmart and I can get some gas, I can get some groceries. Push come to shove, I can get an outfit and some tires for my car, honestly. I can't get all of that at Target. At Target, I can get some clothes and I can get some food. I'm going to be walking, but you know, I got clothes and food, so I'm good. And then at Belk, I can get a cute outfit, and that's it. So in terms of paying off debt, I kind of use the hierarchy of life. I'm going to start with, you know, the stuff that I can use the most. And so that's how we go in from there. And then y'all see, right after I do everything else in life, including pay off my mortgage, that's when I'm gonna get us pay off these student loans. Because I promise you, I plan on getting student loans and dying with student loans. You know what? That's not fair. Once I become independently wealthy and I'm a multi-millionaire several times over, I promise y'all, I'm going to pay back this $1,500 student loan that I got because it was a bad idea. That's what I'm going to pay back. When I hit about 10 mil, I'm going to pay back that $1,500 bill. I am, but not a day before. So that's that part. So once we list all of our things, step 3 is we're going to start making our payments. Now, this is the cool part. This works the same way, whether it's the debt snowball plan or the avalanche plan. So you list them up, and you see here I got the line of credit. I said it was $1,000 and the minimum payment was $25 a month. A minimum payment, everything. Once that's paid off, my Discover card had a $500 limit on it with a $35 minimum payment. I've been paying the $35 while I've been paying the $25. But now that the $25 is paid off, I'm going to roll that into my $35. So instead of me paying $35, I'm now paying $60 because that's this $25 plus this $35. See that? Same plan everywhere. The difference is I started with the interest rate, okay? So this is the Avalanche plan. And so we roll it down and we roll it down, and there's the line of credit, and then there's Discover, and then there's Capital One, and you see it goes from 60. This was 35 before, now it's 95. This was 473, so the 473 plus the 95 makes it 568. Then there's Target it was 26. The 26 plus the 568 makes it 594, which means that card should be paid off at the same time. Boom. And you just keep going down and down and down. And this way you're saving the most in your interest because you're tackling the big bills first. Okay. Now with this, one of the cool things I do is I give all of my members a practice sheet. So you could do this at home. And if you need a practice sheet, just go ahead, comment your name and say, hey, Millie, I need them. Actually, message me on message Credit One USA directly, and I can send it to you, okay? So that's the Avalanche plan. So it is almost identical to the Credit Snowball Method, except for my favorite part of the Credit Snowball Method is you get to pay off stuff faster. And when you pay off things faster, if you're anything like me, I like checking things off my list. And if you check things off your list, then you're like, oh, I did that. Like, all jokes aside, y'all, I had ran up a check recently. I don't know. I had one of those blackout moments, and I spent a couple bands, like, on stupid stuff. Like, I see it, I saw it, I wanted it, I got it, and then maybe got 2 of them, you know. Anyway, it was I had some issues, and I was going through some things, and I'm an emotional spender, and so I spent until I felt better. And so now I'm paying it off. Don't be an emotional spender, just in case. We probably need to get healing your relationship with money going back, because I lost my accountability partner, and you know, it was a rough patch. But that's not part of this conversation. The point is, I had ran my numbers up. And so my utilization had got up to, y'all, keep it real with y'all. My utilization was above 50%. Now, y'all know the cutoff is 30. So, I was out here acting a whole fool. So I've been paying it off and paying it down and stuff like that. And literally in the since January, because January is when I got my life back. In the last 3 months, I have literally paid off 6 credit cards. Don't ask me why I have more than 6, but I do. I've paid off 6 credit cards and not rolled it into a loan. I've actually paid them off. And let me tell you, there is nothing cuter than waiting for Credit Karma to do that little update to be like, you got this. My score went up literally 47 points one week. I was like, ooh, that's sexy. I like that. I want to do that more often. Now, the problem is at this point now, my score is not going to jump like that again. So, that makes me feel some kind of way. However, I'm at 7% utilization now. Like, for real, I went from above 50 to 7% utilization. And I did the Snowball Method. 1, because I knew I could pay it off in a shorter amount of time. And 2, it felt better for me to see those things change on my credit report. It just felt good to my soul. Because although mathematically paying off the highest interest rate first feels good, I like the little check marks. And the check marks kind of made me happy. So when I could check the little thing and be like, ooh, that one's paid. And see, I have a whole little thing, and I'm going to get real personal and show y'all my thing if it'll pop up. I'm going to show y'all like. So this is my budget. This is my actual budget. Y'all see this? Everything with those yellow lines through it, those are accounts that I paid off. And when I tell you going through these little yellow lines and seeing me being able to yellow something else out again the next week, it was absolutely everything to me. So that's my happy place. I'm weird. Don't mind me. Everybody ain't a check mark girl. I'm a check mark kind of girl. So I did that. Anyway, I say that because this is why I normally suggest doing the Snowball Method versus the Avalanche Method, because that emotional win carries me to pay the next bill. When I could think back and see how much money I spent on bills, and I could have did everything I wanted to do all over again. But, that's not what I want. What I want is the results, and that's where that comes in. So we do it the same way. We gather all of our bills, our balances, our minimum payments. The only thing we don't need for this is the interest rate. So with that, we list them all out. We're going to group them together, credit cards together, store cards together, loans, and so on, right? And then we list them same way, still starting with the line of credit, moving on to the major credit cards. Now, in this case, Discover is before Capital One, all of this, and they're just ranked in terms of how much the debt is. See, all of them is ranked just from the lowest debt to the highest debt, depending on the card type. Target got above JCPenney. JCPenney is above Belk. Same thing there. Personal loan, auto loan, and still at the very bottom of my list is my student loans, because, once we pay off, Jesus, that's when I'm going to pay back my student loans. Or $10 million. Either I'm paying back Jesus or I'm getting $10 million, and that's the point in which y'all going to get that $1,500 back. Biden, y'all probably should figure out how to forgive it. Now, step 3. This is my favorite step again. We're going to make the minimum payments on everything except for that very first thing. In this particular part, the first thing was First Premier Bank. First Premier had a balance of $250. Credit One Bank had a balance of $300. So we're going to pay off First Premier first. First Premier gets $25 because that's all we had. We ain't had nothing else to give. And boom, Credit One has $35. Now, once First Premier is paid off, I go from paying Credit One Bank the $35 I've been paying them to $60 because they're going to get their $25 plus their $35. And now I'm paying them $60. So that $60 means roughly in 5 months, Credit One Bank should be paid off. Boom. And then once Credit One Bank gets paid off, I'm going to throw that money down to that $500 Wells Fargo loan I got. See? And now instead of paying $35 to Wells Fargo, I'm going to start giving them the 60 because it's the 25 from First Premier, the 35 from Credit One, and the 35 from Wells Fargo. So they're going to start getting $95. And then once they're paid off, I'm going to move it and I'm going to pay that $95 on to my car loan. So I was paying $473, but now I'm going to pay $568 because I'm going to get that thing paid off a little faster. And we're going to roll it and roll it and roll it until, boom, everything's paid off. Now, the reason I like this one better is because when I start with a $250 bill and pay it off, I feel like I did something. The other thing is my credit report feels like I did something. Girl, you ain't paid nothing but $250. That's true. But that's one less account I can default on. And the two ways utilization impacts your score is by how much you owe, which may not be impacted a lot by only paying off $250, but how many people you owe. Instead of going from 10 out of 10 to 9 out of 10, that's 90%. That's a 10% change. And for some silly reason, FICO wants to give me credit for that. And I'm a taker if you're a giver. Like, I mean, if you want to give it to me, it would be rude of me not to take them points. And I don't want to be disrespectful to you. So because you want to give me points, I'm going to be respectful and take them points. Like, I mean, you forced me. I'm going to go ahead and take an extra 5 points on my credit score. Appreciate you, bruh. I'm going to do that. And we're going to keep doing that. And we're going to keep doing that. Now, if this plan is taking you more than a year to do, those accounts that you paid off, randomly go back and use it and pay it off. So you paid off First Premier. It's been 12 months and you ain't quite done working your plan. Go back, use your First Premier credit card to pay the cell phone bill and then pay it back off. That way they don't close it, so your utilization is still good. Now, the reason I want you to pay the cell phone bill is because instead of gas, because everybody tell you about gas, I'm saying pay the cell phone bill because you know your cell phone bill is $194.26. And it's going to be $194.26, and you ain't let your phone get cut off in 10 years, so it's still going to be $194.26, and it's due on the 17th. So on the 17th, you can pay $194.26, and on the 18th, you can pay First Premier back $194.26 because you know exactly how much it was. This ain't no shocker. You used gas last week. My gas was $50 because I had a Kroger deal. The next week, my gas was this. I just filled up, and I swear to God, they asked me for my firstborn child. I'm pretty sure. And after how much she done cost me these last 2 weeks, I'm about thinking about giving it to her. You can have her. I ain't doing nothing with her no way. Yep, already got a prom out. Let me tell y'all something. She had a prom recently and she wore white. I think it could double as a wedding, and I could just get rid of this kid for some gas because that's about how much it costs. And I'm with it. So that being said, this is why we use different methods for this. So whether you like the Avalanche plan or the Snowball plan, whichever one works for you, if you want to play around with them both and come up with your own plan somewhere in the middle, I'm cool with it if you're with it. If you need these plans for yourself, please inbox Credit One USA directly so that you can get these plans. I don't know why my daddy has called me 3 times while I'm talking to y'all, but maybe my daddy just wants to talk to me. I love him and he loves me. So yeah, there's that part. Now I got to figure out how to turn y'all off because y'all can't see everything. Stop screen share. There we go. Okay, so I'm back. Now, let me get to these messages that I missed while I was doing that. So the thing is, how do you pay off your debt? The best way you can. I like the Snowball method. I know other people who like the Avalanche method, so I'll give you both of those. If there's another method that you may use other than ignoring it and praying that it goes away, I'm with it. I am a firm believer that one day I'm going to hit the lottery in some way, shape, form, or fashion, be it the credit lottery. Maurice just gets blessed and says, hey, Mill, here's 10 mil for you. Whatever. I'm with it. However it goes down, I'm going to do it. And then I'm never going to have to worry about these bills again. In the meantime, I want to say hey to a couple people. Hey, JJ. Yes, I am feeling better. I'm trying to make this thing work. Hey, LaDonna again. Hi, boo. Hey, Miss Angela. Look at this. People want it. Mika is here. Yay. Oh, Miss Sharon, I'm glad you like this. Hey, Chris, how are you? So whichever one you want, just message us and say, hey, send me the Snowball Method, or hey, send me the Avalanche Method, or hey, I don't know which one that was, but I want that one that creates the yellow. The yellow is my favorite part, y'all. However you get to the yellow, get to your yellow. For those of you who joined me yet late and didn't see it, the yellow means I paid off the bill. So get to your yellow. However you do it. I like yellow, so get to your yellow. Hey, Miss Loretta, I'm so glad that you liked it and it was informative. That's what I'm here for. Now, with that being said, I have literally went over everything that I needed to go over with y'all today. So if you have questions about today's topic or others, please feel free to post them here. I'm going to give y'all a couple minutes. Y'all know I put y'all on the clock. If I don't get a response in 4 minutes, I'm going to jump out of here. I need to call my niece. She's going to be home from school soon, and today is her birthday. So I gotta give her, my ladybug some ladybug love. Y'all know, if y'all don't know anything about me, just know I have a whole bunch of nieces and nephews, and I remember everything about them. So I'm the auntie. I am the auntie who makes auntie and auntie in. Just so y'all know, like I am that one. And so I remember their birthdays, their kids' birthdays, their special days. I'm the one to be like, oh, girl, what happened with such and so on, and all of that. So, yeah. Oh, Miss Anita, you are late. It's okay. There's 2 handouts that are available. One is the Snowball Method plan. The other is the Avalanche Method. And both of them will assist you in paying down your debt. The Snowball Method basically starts from the lowest debt and works its way up to the highest debt. The Avalanche Method starts with the highest interest rate and works its way down to the lowest interest rate. So both of those are available. If you want them, all you have to do is message Credit One directly. The reason you guys have to message me instead of just posting it here is because Facebook has a regulation on there where it won't just let me attach it and send it to you. However, if you send it to me in Messenger, I can attach it and send it back to you. I don't know. It's their rules, and I try to follow them. But if you have questions about how you can pay down your debt, or questions about debt or anything else related to credit, I'm here with y'all for a little bit. So take full advantage. I would. I'm so close to 700. I can kiss it. I've come a long way. Oh, I love it. Y'all know what to say to make me happy. Close to 700 makes my soul jump. I'm telling y'all, there is nothing like knowing that your life will cost you less. And the higher your score gets, the less life costs. Honestly, there was a recent study, and I think I can pull it up, that said the average American, due to inflation, in the last 2 years is spending $3,600 more. Now, I don't know about you, but my check didn't go up by $3,600 in the last 2 years. I mean, or did scratch that. Most people's checks didn't go up by $3,600 in the last 2 years. Now, for me, I've had more disposable income because my score has been better. I have paid less for things that I used to pay more for. So it looks like my check is gone. My money goes further. That's what I'm saying. And the higher your score is, the further your money goes. It's a weird concept because you would think those who had least should be able to stretch it more. But the truth is they give to the people who got it. I don't know why people give to the rich. You said that we need several cards. How do I open them without hurting my score? Now, the key is how often you apply for credit and your average length of history. So with applying for new credit, what happens is you don't want to get too many inquiries. So you want to get inquiries roughly, maybe apply if you have, depending on how many credit cards you have and how long you've had them. You want to wait till your card matures or is seasoned, as they call it, before you get another one. Basically 25 months. 25 months from approval is when you want to get your next credit card. So if you had 2 credit cards and you've had them for at least 25 months, go ahead, open you up a third one. Now, always there's a video I did on how to pick a credit card for you. Please feel free to go back and watch that. But you don't want to just get what they offer you. You want to get what you want, because when we're talking about credit cards or anything else, these are relationships. And you don't just get the first dude who says hi to you. Well, you should. That's iffy. But you want to make sure if the first dude who says hi to you has everything that you have on this checklist that you want. Like, don't get the first dude who says hi to you and he's short and he's dark skinned and he got a bald head, and you like guys over 6'7" who are tall, light skinned, and have dreadlocks. That's really not gonna work for you, because you're gonna keep looking at him, and every time you say something that get on your nerves, you're like, man, you little short, bald head, whatever. And that's because that ain't your type. Same thing happens with your credit card. The first time that they charge you a fee, you're going to be like, man, I hate this card. I ain't giving them nothing. We're not going to do that. And we do that because we didn't really want this card in the beginning. They just happened to offer it us and we thought we should get something. So don't do that. So start by thinking about, what do you want in a card? What looks good to you? What gets you happy? What makes you want to pay it? I like paying my Discover credit card because it pays to Discover. And so I be excited about paying that card off. I be excited about looking at my Discover statement and seeing what they did for me and giving them their money for what they did for me. Now, the truth is I like paying cards off, so I don't like paying interest. So what they did for me is usually gave me more than what I gave them. And so because it was given everything that needed to be gave, I like that relationship. Now, the problem is when I had that first Premier credit card, that first Premier credit card wasn't giving me nothing, and it was taking a lot more of what I didn't have. So we don't want to do too many first Premiers. We want to do our Discovers, our Capital One rewards, our things like that, our things that feel like, oh yeah, I could get at. Okay, that's no problem. I got a Navy Federal credit card. I love my Navy Fed. It's an American Express, and it gives me 3 times off, 3 times the points when I go to grocery stores. I think right now my Navy Fed is paid off, and I think they owe me something like, I think I got like $200 in rewards, and I just hold on to them because their rule is that as long as you're in good standing, you can keep adding whenever you need it. You do it. Same with other people. Some people like their Capital One. Listen, Samuel loves his Capital One. What's in your wallet? Or however he says it. You know, that part. So you have to find a card that works for where you want to be, not necessarily where you are. And then that's the card we apply for. Now, they stay inquiries, like J Miles said, they stay on your credit report for 2 years. Technically, it's 25 months. So if you get a credit card in April of 2022, if you apply in April of 2022, it's going to stay on your credit report. Don't look for it to come off until May of 2024. See that 25-month thing? Yeah, because you got to get enough time to be on there before it gets off of there. It's weird, but that's how it works. So the thing is, you don't want too many inquiries. Now, if you're in the process of thinking about getting a home or something like that, you don't want to apply for a credit card every year to help do that part while you're trying to do this. Because again, the rule is no more than 2 inquiries a year, no more than 6 on your credit report. Why? Because 2 the first year, 2 the second year, year 3, I got 2 more, but 2 are coming off in another month. So I might apply every February, but in March every year, inquiries are coming off. Y'all see that plan? Because I'm a girl with a game plan. Like in my case, I opened up some accounts at the start of the pandemic. So my 24 months will be up in, matter of fact, I opened them up when I got sick. So that was like August. So my 24 months will be up in like September, October. I can't apply for anything. I've already put myself on restrictions. I can't get nothing but a car between now and January. I definitely feel like I have something in my teeth. And it's probably a piece of whatever. Anywho, yeah. Anyway, so you do the 25 months and you do that. And so you pace out the amount of time between getting your credit cards, because you should have an average of 4 or 5 up to 6 credit cards. And that's a mix between major credit cards and charge accounts, aka store cards. So you could have let's see, a Delta because you like to fly, a Marriott because you want to stay at a hotel, an American Express because you never leave home without it, and a Discover because it pays to Discover. And then because you a high end, you got you a Nordstrom's card because I mean you can't shop at Target. And then you got you, let's see what else, a Saks Fifth Avenue. So boom, there's your 6 cards, just like that. And then because you know you a boss, you got not one but 2 mortgages because you got your main property and then you got your your summer home, plus you paying on that car note and then the student loan. So you have a pretty good well-rounded mix. And that's how you kind of boss up. And that's how you get from the 750 to the 800 club because they want to see you at a little different level. They're like, you got to have some certain seasoning on your credit report for that to be more palatable to lenders. And that's how that works. So I'm going to give y'all a minute, see if y'all got any more questions. Y'all going to bear with me about this Brussels sprout in my teeth because I swear I see it every time I look up. So, I had thought I had rinsed my mouth out. I'm sorry, y'all. Things in my teeth bother me. So, where's that? I'm going to give y'all a few minutes, see if we have any more questions. If I don't see any more questions, I'm going to jump off of here because people like to talk. So let's see. It's 2:30. If I don't see no questions by 2:35, I'm going to get out of here because I spend all day talking and looking and doing all of this, and I be trying to make sure I'm doing it right and that everybody can see. Okay, I got that message. I be trying to make sure I see everybody's thing. Okay. Y'all know 5 minutes of silence is an awful long time. And I'm the baby of 8, so I could like talk all day long. Have a blessed day. I'll do a recap later. And you as well, Miss Anita. Take it easy. Stay safe. Yeah, that's the bad part about me. I could literally talk to myself. I remember one time when I was a kid, I got in trouble and they made me stand in the corner, and I stood in the corner and I talked to myself in the corner. I wound up getting a whooping. I don't know why. Wish my mama knew that this was coming. See, I sit here and I talk to myself all day long. I mean, y'all see it and see y'all talk back sometimes. But even when I can't see the comments, I could just talk because I could talk. I remember my daughter did that. My daughter got in trouble and I took her toys from her and I was like, you just sit there. And she literally started playing with her fingers. Like she was sitting there talking about something. And I was looking at her. And at first I was mad. And then I remember when I was a kid and I was like, she definitely got that from her dad. It couldn't have been me. Yeah, that's what we're going with. That's my final answer on that one. So with this being said, because I don't see any more comments, I am going to say thank you guys for joining us for Talk to Me Tuesday. I am Millie with Credit One USA, and this was another 750 Score Challenge production, Talk to Me Tuesday, where we talk about all the things that you want to hear. If you have a subject that you would like to see us discuss, please feel free to inbox Credit One USA. If you have questions about how to pay your debt or you need assistance, you can also inbox us. You can always, for services, you can visit us online at www.creditoneusa.com or give us a call at 855-273-3663. You can also sign up online on our website. As always, I appreciate you guys for tuning in for this week's edition of Talk to Me Tuesday. And until next time, I want you guys to take care of yourselves and each other. Wash your face, use your hand sanitizer, practice social distancing, wash your hands, don't let your hands touch your face, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to be safe, do that. And I will see you all again next week. Same time, same great place. So long for now. Yes.